Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for getting me to 4 million total views. Yes, sir. We are 4 times platinum. We moving. We gonna keep moving. Next is 15,000 subs. We on our way, man. So if you haven't liked or subscribed, make sure you do that. Football was good yesterday, man. Wow, man. I wanted to get a video out just recapping these divisional rounds. Wow, it was some good football, man. You know what I'm saying? The Bills look good. You can't even deny that, man. And you know, just the football fan in me in general, it really just, you know, it warmed my heart to see the Bills and the Browns look good. You know what I'm saying? The Browns and the Bills, not the same old Bills and the Browns, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a new day, man. It's a passing of the torch, man. It's a passing of the torch, man. Father Time has caught up with some of these quarterbacks, and there's some new quarterbacks knocking on the door. Now, you know, I'm a little upset because, you know, I wouldn't have thought that Carson Wentz wouldn't have been one of these new guys at this moment, or one of the newer quarterbacks, carrying the torch. Right now, it's a lot of uncertainty with Carson Wentz, and Baker Mayfield passed him. I think, man. I think Baker passed him. I think Lamar passed him. Josh Allen damn sure passed him. I mean, these are guys now with playoff wins. You see what I'm saying? Jared Goff has a playoff win. A lot of these Carson don't have a playoff win, man. It is what it is. I knew the Bills were going to beat the Ravens. I don't want to be a Lamar Jackson naysayer. I'm not going to do that, man. Lamar had a fantastic season, but dare I say he was exposed. I'm telling you, man, when the playoffs start, I keep telling y'all this, when the playoffs start, you have to be able to throw the pill. You got to be able to throw the ball. Lamar I think he threw a horrendous pick 6 in the game. The Ravens are just a horrible passing team. A horrible passing team. And you know, I'm reluctant. I just don't know that if Lamar Jackson is a definite for an extension this year. I don't know, because you know what you're going to get in the playoffs. You're going to get teams that are going to be, you know, game planning to stop him from running and making him throw the ball. And that's what they did. So I think Lamar still got another step to take. I think Lamar's development is kind of stagnant, which is, I mean, you talking about guys that need a quarterback guru. I think it's Lamar Jackson, man, because if you could combine, the way he runs the ball and help bring, with the decision making on the passing side of the game, you're looking at an unstoppable force at the position. You know what I'm saying? But then on the other hand, you got guys who develop like Josh Allen. You know what I mean? All credit go to the coaches. You know what I'm saying? Guys who develop like Josh Allen, man. And the ball is one of the guys that, we absolutely want to interview, man. Offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. That's a guy we have to interview. We have to have that interview. You know what I mean? All these other guys are self-proclaimed quarterback gurus. You know what I'm saying? Adam Gase, self-proclaimed. I think they talk about Mcdaniels as being good with quarterbacks. But listen, man, I'm looking at the results guy. I'm looking at the results guy, man. I'm looking at where Josh Allen was in my eyes 2 years ago and where he is right now. Josh Allen is elite. Josh Allen is elite. You might not like the way it looks. It might not look pretty to you, but that's an elite level quarterback. And I want to, interview the guys who are responsible for making him for his jump into eliteness. You know what I'm saying? Baker was knocking on the door of elite yesterday. Had Baker won that game, Baker would have been elite in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs weathered the storm. That's what the Chiefs do. Whoever comes in there for Andy Reid is expected to throw the ball the same amount of times as Patrick Mahomes, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard. Listen, out of all the teams that's left in the playoffs, you got to, with the exception of the Saints, you got to really look at some of the coaches on these staffs, man. You got to look at it, man. You got to look at it. The ball, you got to look at that, man. You got to look at the offensive coordinator of the Browns. You got to look at some of these guys and see if they, want to take a head coaching job, man. Seriously. You got to look at, Leftwich, offensive coordinator. I believe he's the offensive coordinator for the Bucks. I don't know why his name not being talked about more for one of these head coaching positions, man. I don't understand it, man. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks got a good thing going on over there, man. On the defensive side of the ball as well with Todd Bowles. You got to look at him too. You just got to look at some of this stuff, man, because some of these teams, with the exception of the Saints, some of these teams were basically nobodies 2 years ago. The Browns were nobody. The Bills were nobody 2 years ago, man. The Bills out here hosting playoff games. You got to look at stuff like that, man. And I think the Bills got a good chance of going to the Super Bowl, man. So who's responsible for the development? Listen, man, on the 13th, the Philadelphia Eagles, interviewed Joe Brady. On the 14th, we interviewed Salou and Miller, who Salou went to the Jets and Miller went to the Falcons. On the 15th, we interviewed Mayo and Deuce. And on the 17th, we interviewed Josh McDaniels for 9 hours. I like the idea of Josh McDaniels. I'm not going to lie, man. Listen, man. Listen, it's easy to get wrapped up in this and say Deuce is our guy, Deuce is our man, because we know and love Deuce. But when you look at the guys that's available, Deuce not the best candidate for the job. Deuce is just the safest candidate for the job. And that's just the facts. He's the safest candidate for the job. I would take Eric Bieniemy over Deuce. I would take Todd Bowles over Deuce. I would take DeBall over Deuce. I would take McDaniels over Deuce. The only people that, I wouldn't take over Deuce is Mayo and probably Brady. I'm not that high on Joe Brady. I don't understand the hype. But, if he is the coach, I'll welcome him with open arms. Of course, I'll be open to the situation. I just don't understand the hype. So with that being said, you know what I mean? It's a lot of worthy candidates out there. And I think there's only 2 head coaching vacancies left to be filled. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're looking at the Eagles and you're looking at the Houston Texans. Both have alarming quarterback issues. You know what I'm saying? The next head coach of the Texans has to be looking at this thing like maybe an elite quarterback won't be there and I'll be taking over starting from scratch. Deshaun Watson could possibly not be in the building. I know that's the last thing the Texans want. But Deshaun Watson, man, he talking spicy like he want to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And Deshaun Watson leaving is good for us, in my opinion. Because the more people that need quarterbacks, the more suitors we will be able to find for the 2 quarterbacks we have. For instance, man, that looked like Drew Brees' last game. Father Time caught up to him. He looked like he ready to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? The deep ball just ain't there for him no more. Brady still got a deep ball. Rodgers still got a deep ball. You know what I'm saying? The deep ball just not there for Drew Brees no more, man. Matt Ryan still got a deep ball. You know what I'm saying? And you need that deep ball as you age because these dudes are getting younger and faster that's coming in to play these wide receiver positions. You need that deep ball. You know what I mean? And I think Drew lost the deep ball. Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer. I mean, it is what it is. You can't say nothing bad about Drew Brees. But Father Time just caught up to him, and it catches up to everybody. Same way it caught up to Peyton, you know what I mean, et cetera, et cetera. Tom Brady time coming, Aaron Rodgers time coming, and these new guys got to pick up the slack. But you know what I'm saying? That's a vacancy that you could possibly look at. You know what I mean? Carson Wentz fits beautifully over there. If Drew Brees decides to retire and we put Carson Wentz on the market, especially with what Sean Payton has said about him already on the record, like, it's easy to fix that. That's easy to fix that. Sean Payton believes it's easy to fix that. They would choose Carson Wentz, who's under a cheap contract. The contract is cheap now. Everybody want to talk about money and what these dudes get paid. Carson Wentz's contract is a bargain now. If somebody picked that deal up right now, that's a bargain. Because if Lamar look at Watson just got 40. I'm tired of telling y'all this. The people who don't understand it, it goes up every year. Carson already signed. You know what I mean? If Carson was to play good the next 2 years, he would go into that office, knock on the door and say, listen, I need to get paid at what the market is saying. I'm elite. The contract was done first for a reason, and that was a good thing. Sean Payton and them boys, man, they would love to have Carson Wentz over there, man, if Drew Brees retired. They would choose Carson over, what's his name, Mr. Crab. They would choose Carson over, I don't know, it was Jameis. They'd choose him over Jameis, man, easily. You know what I'm saying? And if Deshaun Watson gone, I believe that they'll take Carson Wentz or they'll take Jalen Hurts. A lot of people would do that, man. A lot of people need quarterbacks. Period. A lot of people need quarterbacks. The Patriots. So I think we in a good position, but we just got to see who we gonna move because bringing both of them back doesn't make sense. Now, I'm in agreement that you only bringing Carson Wentz back to save money. I don't think the organization believe in him. I'm gonna keep it 100. It's the fact that he already signed up, and that cap is terrible. You know what I mean? It makes more sense to keep him if you could fix it. You know what I mean? But the two quarterback vacancies that's left are the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans, and they both have concerns at the quarterback situation. Your ideal quarterback that comes in and does this thing for the Philadelphia Eagles, they're not going to want to hear nothing from Howie Roseman about who we think who should play. Because it's unacceptable to have a guy making that much money riding the bench off of one bad season. Let's call a spade a spade. So if you're going to keep Carson Wentz, release Jalen Hurts so he can play. Trade him, get a pick back so the brother can play. That's opportunity for him out there this year. Period. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about Josh McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? Interviewing for as long as he did. I think is a strong possibility that he could be the next coach. But you know, but a lot of these people already picking their coaches. There's still a lot of guys left. So the Philadelphia Eagles actually did a good thing. I was wrong by saying that they should hurry up and make a decision so this guy could hit the ground running. But the choice that they made to wait it out proves to be a good one because, like I just named, it's a lot of good things still left on the board. Todd Bowles, Eric Bieniemy, the Bull, you know what I'm saying? McDaniels, Brady. It's a lot of stuff on the Deuce. It's a lot of people out there still that you can get to come in and get, you know, the troops to rally behind. Oh yeah, and I heard Jason Peters was talking about playing one more year. I don't know where. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.